Saturday, February 8th, I did that fascinating bike ride, vlog number 9. Sunday, February 9th, 2025, I stood on my balcony as a spectator watching Ciclovia take place. It's Sunday, February 9th, typical day in Bogota. Beautiful. You may say, well, it's cloudy. Yeah, it's cloudy, but it's not hot. It's very, very acceptable temperature. And it's Ciclovia. That's every Sunday, the streets are closed down for bicycles. So you see all these bicyclists coming down the street here, at least one lane. And that goes throughout the city. This is apart from the bicycle lanes, which you can see down there where the people are jogging, which are open, of course, all the time. And here I am as a spectator because I can't find a rental bike. I did do a bicycle tour yesterday. That was wonderful, but today it would have been nice to just ride around. Couldn't find a bike. Ciclovia, Bogota, February 9th, 2025. I look in envy at these cyclists going along Calle Septima. I don't know how to do that yet, how to get a bike, but that's got to be the easiest way to get around here in Bogota. Monday, February 10th, I found a bike rental place practically next door to where I lived. I asked for a lock for the bike. It's inoperable. You got to check everything out. So this is the bike I got. Looks okay, but it's about as basic as it gets. Well, without an operable lock, I was pretty well hooped because I had to keep an eye on the bike all the time. So I couldn't go to the bathroom, for a coffee, to a restaurant, for a bite to eat. I was looking for street food. That was okay. My eye on the bike in the church. Since I have a lock that doesn't work. All right, so there's my bike next to the confessionals. Maybe I should go in there and confess my sins. But I did ask for some padding on the seat because it was a very hard seat. And he put that padding on for me. I appreciated that. And I rented that bike from BK store right next door to where I lived. That's the view from where I lived. 11th of February, and I'm out. Oh no, not again. I had a croissant and coffee before this bike ride, and I see once again 2 vlogs in a row. I got crumbs on my face. Maybe it's a harbinger of a crummy vlog to come. I don't know. And about on a bicycle. I rented a bicycle. Give that a try. So you say it's not sunny. It doesn't matter. It's nice and cool. Bogota has one of the world's longest bicycle trails or network in the world. Working my way downtown into the commercial area, Dollar City, Éxito. The Éxito chain, meaning success, is the biggest supermarket concentrating on food in Colombia. They also own my favorite grocery store, and that's Corulla, vlog number 2. As I continue south, traffic is relatively light this morning. Well, it's not noon yet. And the bike lane has changed from the middle to the right side. Over there is the Centro Comercial San Martin that I spoke of earlier. And just across the street I see an equestrian statue to Jose de San Martin. According to Wikipedia, San Martin was a liberator of Argentina, Chile, and Peru. How that all fits in with Simon Bolivar, that's for Wikipedia to explain. Or beyond my pay grade, maybe? I'm back where I was yesterday at the Museo Nacional. I thought this was the entrance to the National Museum yesterday when I first arrived here, but this is the entrance to the famous Transmilenio. What a name, Transmilenio. The thing that's driving me nuts. And the museum is right over there, that building. It's open today, but today I decided, hey, no, I gotta do this biking here. And the road kind of splits here. And as Yogi Berra used to say, if you get to a split in the road, take it. That's what I'm doing, I'm taking it. Now in Bogota, you only got 3 directions, north, south, and west. I'm looking east here, and on the east side of Bogota, you got these high mountains. And up there is one of the highlights, Montserrat. Yes, Montserrat is a big deal, and it's a high point in a city that's already sky high. I never did get a chance to go up there. Somehow this great bicycle system kind of disintegrated, and I got off it at the dedicated lanes to the Transmilenio, and I got into neighborhoods I don't want to get into, and I'm heading down this way walking to try and get back on track. I'm back on the sweet spot in Bogota. That's the Carrera Siete, or La Septima as they referred to it. I'm really enjoying this riding along here. This is the way to do it. I'm just going a little faster than walking speed, enjoying everything I see. View along La Septima towards Plaza Bolivar. Very nice here. They were forecasting rain today, but this is the nicest day yet in Bogota. Just starting to see some blue sky above. Plaza Bolivar, probably the most famous name in Bogota. This is rather precarious, taking a video on cycling. But how often are you at the Plaza Bolivar in your life? Maybe once, that's for sure. So this, by the way, is owned by the Vatican here, or was owned by the Vatican. Yeah, it still is, because it's the Vatican flag up there. Imagine the Vatican owns the world's most precious real estate, especially in Rome. The Congress, where President Petro reigns. I volunteer at the British Columbia Museum in Victoria, British Columbia, and they also have an IMAX theater there. And that IMAX theater is playing a film named Trolleys, which has the story of various cities around the world that once had trolley cars. I see from what is in front of me that Bogota was among those cities. Right there is evidence of streetcar rails, which were torn out probably many, many years ago, like everywhere else, except Toronto, of course. Toronto is put forward as a star for streetcars. So now I'm cycling down this lovely pedestrian street to a green park at the end that I can barely see, meaning every corner is fascinating with the colors. And I was wondering why that lady was standing there, but I got the answer pretty soon. There, the exchange happened in a flash. I hardly noticed. So amazingly, this lady just picked up her delivery from Rappi Turbo. Wow. So you stand on a street corner and these guys come up and bring it to you. Yes, Rappi Turbo. It's an industry. You see these guys on motorcycles all over Colombia, as a matter of fact. Pretty cool. This is a pretty special block here. Beautiful historic buildings. Nice sunny day. Couldn't be better. In the back streets, you find interesting scenes. Although I'm looking for some street food and I haven't found anything yet. I've gotten into the hub of the backstreet markets. I guess you would find this in any South American city. Some would be better than others. I took this bus yesterday to Portal Americas. Wow, what a transit hub. They must have spent billions there. But that's quite a ways out. That'd be about 40 minutes on this bus. That's what it took me. And this is quite impressive, this corner here. I hope my bike is still there. Yeah. I asked for a lock for the bike. It's inoperable. You got to check everything out. So this is the bike I got. Looks okay, but it's about as basic as it gets. Yep. So now I know I'm looking east because the sun comes up over those mountains. I'm in Iglesia San Francisco, which shows a little bit of the ornate nature of churches in Mexico, but doesn't compare. Keeping my eye on the bike in the church, since I have a lock that doesn't work. All right, so there's my bike next to the confessionals. Maybe I should go in there and confess my sins. This is the outside of the Iglesia San Francisco, the one I was just in. There's my bike. There's the bell tower. And thankfully, I'm right back to the Septima, the main commercial street. And I'm looking south there. And all I have to do now is head north. Head north? No, that's not north. That's south. I have to head this way, north, back to my Airbnb, north, north, north. Thank you for sharing with me my bike rental experience. I was amazed at how crappy the bike was, really. You kind of had to dig it out of the shop and sort of make it roadworthy. Kind of makes me look forward to having my new electric specialized Como 3 in Victoria.